between the looting, poverty, and unemployment. I feel like there is a correlation between all those three things that I had mentioned, and it's really heartbreaking that we have come to this. As much as it's wrong, because now it's pinching perhaps the same people that are giving us employment in the same community. What happens to a person that's actually going to bed hungry? What happens to the mother that constantly has to go to the children and say, oh, ish, singaphuza amanzi, siyolala. You understand? What happens to, people that just do not have the basic needs? I feel like people are fed up. Our nation is exhausted because during a pandemic, what then happens? How am I going to put food on the table if there's no employment? Where do I even start looking for employment if these rates are this much high? And it's a problem that's political and economical at the same time, and it has nothing to do with our communities. And the only people that should be addressing these things or preventing them, so to say, is the government. We are not entitled to freebies, and perhaps we were promised, but it's not up to us, but it's up to them to ensure that we have employment, jobs are created so that we do not reach to the state at which we are at the moment.
What's your take? The lady at the corner, you've been awfully quiet. Sorry.
Okay. Like Norma has been saying, I actually find it really pointless to actually burn down places. For an example, I think it's in KZN. Now there were wild animals that were walking around. I don't know how true is this. It might be wrong. But then we're destroying our brothers and sisters' jobs. The little that we have, we could change like a lot of communities. To find people that are opening small businesses that are helping us to actually make a living out of this. So now, if you are saying that looting is necessary, then you are condoning using right. Do you understand? Like I said, we were going to sort this out in a different manner. In terms of like looting, yes. But then now you find people stealing TV, stealing alcohol. You want to tell me that those people are hungry? What are they going to be doing with alcohol?
No, but they might be going out to sell those things so that they can actually afford that piece of bread,
Mm-hmm.
It might be that. It might be that.
We not all from the same place.
Okay, guys, can I just I need you guys to I actually want to make sure that I understand this because I'm a bit confused. So what you are saying, normally also right. Sorry, I just keep forgetting your name. Ne? What you are saying is that you are also somehow agreeing that looting is right. But what the lady in the corner is saying, but you can't be looting from your own people, people that have probably seen the same struggles as you. Is that what you are saying? Looting from your brothers and sisters.
I feel like
we should. That's what we should do. It's right.
For the moment, I'd like to believe that it is. Those people are, like the president has announced yesterday, that there would be measures to actually rescue their businesses, right? So if there are measures to rescue businesses, why can't there be measures for me as the individual that went to be looted for this? For me, like to prevent looting, you understand? It is wrong. I totally say that it's wrong, but at the same time, we should think of the fact that people are hungry and those businesses are going to get help at the end of the day, and I'm not.
Okay, like I said, everyone is just entitled to their own opinion. I'm trying to add more people here. Norma, I'm going to have to let you go because there's so many people requesting, but I'm going to leave the other lady who just joined us now, ne?
Can I end with this, ne?
Sure.
That I don't know where I read this on Twitter or whatever, that the the baby of poverty is either a revolution or a criminal. So now we will be able to separate the flesh of the fish from the bones through what's currently happening now. We will see who are the revolutionists and who are the criminals. Enjoy.
All right. Thank you very much, Norma. Enjoy the rest of your day, honey. Thank you.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, mommy. We just have someone who's just joined us now. Ndoisile.
Hi, how are
Great.
you?
Thank you, Papa. Welcome.
Thank you. Now, I just wanted to talk about a few things that Norma was saying concerning the whole looting thing. He's saying it's okay and all that and whatsoever, right? It just doesn't make sense that okay, we can understand the looting part, but why ban buildings? Why ban or create fires on roads? Why attack people? Because now it's not only the looting that is happening, right? Even people who have looted and are transporting whatever they took from the shops to their cars. Now their cars are being stopped and they're getting, thrown by rocks or whatsoever, right? And it's now the same people who who came together in the name of the protests like Free Jacob Zuma, right? But they're now fighting against each other.
Okay.
And it's now causing a lot of destruction. Buildings are being banned, and it's not only one mall. It's not only one mall. A mall was banned in KZN. There was some chaos in
What just happened there?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Is she okay?
Are you okay?
And I don't think we can get any response from her because it's loading.
I hope she's okay.
Guys, can you please check on her?
What's her name? Her handle. Oh, she left.
Okay, what just happened there? I'm so scared.
And nobody knows the right.
Nobody knows. Even on the comments, nothing. My God, I hope she's okay. Can somebody just DM her and check if she's
Yeah,
okay?
and I just missed her handle now. Okay, I think in the meantime I'll just add I'm really unsettled now.
Yeah.
Her phone fell. Okay.
No, it didn't fall.
No, it didn't fall.
It didn't fall. And the people are actually mentioning me instead of her, they're thinking.
This person just said, this person just said they looted her phone, like, honestly.
Guys, it's not me. People are thinking it's me. Now I'm receiving DMs. It's not me, guys.
Okay. All right, let me just add someone else there. I'm hoping she's all right. That phone didn't fall, though.
It didn't.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome.
Thank you so much for in the live. Hi, guys. So I just want to share my 2 cents about the whole looting thing and what's happening in the country right now. In terms of the first thing that I want to start with is that I hold a BCom Communications and I hold an honors in marketing, and I'm currently pursuing my master's. And with everything that's happening in the country, I realized that finding a job for a person like me becomes very difficult, because which means companies like your own game, your Cambridges, etc., were already going through a process of financial difficulty, and then you find that because of now they don't have stock, stores have to close, which means employment opportunities for me become minimized. I don't know why I'm nervous, but yeah.
No, don't be.
I don't know why I'm nervous.
It's only me. Nothing special.
I mean, I look at everything that's happening. People are arguing, Guti, we are fighting for land, we are fighting for the revolution, we are fighting for everything. But the biggest thing about us as Black people especially is that we are fighting for things that we cannot even manage yet. You find shows like Abo I Blew It, we struggle to manage just R1,000,000. A basic R1,000,000, you don't invest it, all you think of is a lifestyle. So we are fighting for those things in aims of saying that we want the government to recognize. The government looted from us the 500 billion. We're not disputing that. But we need to find more strategic and creative ways to address issues of how do we move forward as a people and as a country. Yes, they burned down the building in America for them to realize, for us as Africans to realize, or the world to realize that there was something wrong in America. But that doesn't mean that's the formula we have to take. We need to stop this narrative of ukuthi siyambona usisi ekseni usebenza eShoprite or usebenza kuphi ukuthi azondla abantwana bakibo bayi-15 or whatever number it is ebahlala emkhukhwini, and then Tina again, the very same Black person goes and burns down that very Shoprite that feeds that family in my hood. So I think this narrative that we are trying to be revolutionary by looting and stealing, and here we are still struggling with bread and butter problems, is really, for me, not a system that's working. And I mean, we can all stand up and burn torches and continue this revolution in however way we want. But as Chinchineks, because it's like this is the very wow that we have to drink from again. And we are out here saying that no, loot. But that store that you are looting is supposed to feed someone else. I mean, in one of your comments that you said in this live, Lerato, was that this lady from the garage and saying that I need to for a few days. Which means it's a few days where someone's not going to eat. Someone's salary is cut. Someone's salary is affected. But we want to be, again, being the ones that lift up our brothers and sisters. I'm very saddened because also as someone who's trying to get into the business space, I realized that had it been me and I'm not rising now, abantwana bakithi bayohlani, umzali wami uyohlani. Because imagine, but this is the revolution we want. We want to see this change. So I'm very emotional about the subject. Sorry, I'm going to allow others to...
No. Don't apologize. We are all very emotional about it. I'd like to ask that lady at the top. I mean, Kuzo somehow disagreeing with you. What is your take on that? I mean, mentioning the fact that we are taking from the very same people that... I mean, it's like me saying today, and then I find a job tomorrow, and then someone else takes that away from me, because they also have their frustrations, and they're also... I think this is what Kuto's trying to say.
Yeah, I totally understand where Kuto is actually coming from, but let's look at it this way. Those people were in their communities when this started, right? A number of them do not have anything to do. I am not promoting looting, guys, but the fact that the root of the problem is not being looked at is my problem. I don't think people would be in the street if they had jobs. I don't think people would be looting if perhaps they were in schools, being paid for or whatever by the government, whatever. If they had something to do, they would never find a reason to go and do what they did, as much as it was wrong. So what I'm trying to say is that people are doing...
Okay, thank God Sheila is back. Yeah. Sorry, the lady that dropped her phone she's back.
God.
I was very unsettled. I'm so happy that you're okay. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry about that. I was very unsettled.
Yeah, so let's look at the root of the problem, as much as it's wrong. But my 2 cents opinion is that even with the military coming in, yes, it's going to help for a while. It did happen in the Cape Flats where they tried to maintain order and what's so not for a while. And once they moved out, the same things kept on happening. It's going to be the same thing now, and it's going to carry on because the military is not going to stay forever. So it's going to move in now, and once it moves out, the same thing is going to keep happening. So I feel like it's time now that the government addresses the root of the problem and brings solutions to the table, as much as it's wrong. But we have to face the fact that looting will continue as long as we do not have solutions.
All right, thank you, my darling. I'm gonna have to let you go. I want to try and give as many people as I can a chance. Thank you for making time for us. Appreciate it. Okay, Kuzo, you still here, and the other gentleman. Just try to add someone here.
Okay, well, just so
go right ahead.
Can I say something?
Go right ahead.
Right. So basically, the lady that just left the live right now, basically she was saying that unemployment is the problem, right? I believe that what she was trying to say, you know, like unemployment is the root of all that is happening whatsoever. But let's look at it this way. When we came to this world, like, okay, let's say whether the day we went to school or the day we started to understand the world better, did we not know that the world is suffering from unemployment? We knew that there is unemployment from a very young age. We grew up knowing there's unemployment in the country, not only in the country, but in the world. Because it's not only South Africa that is affected by unemployment, but it's the entire world. And now it's not... that, okay, we do something that generates income, or we do